All right, let's jump right in. For decades, we've all had this one idea of how the internet works, right? You search for something, you get a big list of blue links, and you start clicking. But what if I told you that entire model is, well, it's changing. Right now, as we speak, we are moving from a world of search engines to a world of answer engines. And today we're going to unpack exactly what that means, and more importantly, what you can do about it.
So let's start with something you've probably already noticed, even if you couldn't quite put your finger on it. It's a question that points to a really subtle change that has some pretty massive implications.
Seriously, think about it. The last time you Googled something, or maybe you've been playing around with ChatGPT or Perplexity, you're not just getting that classic 10-link list anymore, are you? No, there's something else happening right at the top of that page.
And that right there is the huge shift. Search engines are literally evolving into answer engines. Their job isn't just to point you in the right direction anymore. Their new goal is to give you the answer, straight up, no clicks required. And this isn't some minor update, this is a whole new ballgame.
Okay, so to really get a handle on this new world, we've got to compare it to the old one. Most of us, we know all about SEO, search engine optimization. But now there's a new acronym we all have to learn, AEO, which stands for Answer Engine Optimization. So let's put them side by side.
What's so wild about this is how the entire objective has flipped. You know, with SEO, the whole game was about getting your page to rank #1. You'd focus on stuff like keywords and backlinks just to climb that list. AEO, it's a completely different sport. The goal isn't to rank anymore, it's to be the answer. It's about your expertise being quoted word for word by the AI. So the focus moves away from little keyword tricks and towards real, genuine clarity and credibility.
And this quote just nails it, doesn't it? All those old methods of trying to game the system, they're pretty much becoming obsolete. These new answer engines, they're built to sniff out the most trustworthy, clearly explained information. You can't really trick them. You have to earn their trust by being a super reliable source, again and again and again. So, if the game has changed this much, it means our old way of keeping score is useless. I mean, if people are getting their answers without ever visiting our websites, how on earth do we measure success anymore?
Well, success now looks a lot more like this. Instead of counting clicks, brands who are crushing AEO are gaining massive visibility right there in the AI's answers. They're seeing brand recall go way up because their name becomes the one people associate with the right answer. And they're getting what's called high-intent discovery. That means the few people who do click through are already sold on their expertise. They're not just browsing, they're ready to act.
Here's the most important takeaway. Your new goal is to become the source material itself. You want your content to be so clear, so authoritative, that AI systems, we're talking Google's AI overviews, ChatGPT, Gemini, you name it, they have no other choice but to cite your work as the final word on the subject.
Okay, so we get the shift. We know what success looks like now. But how do you actually do it? Let's get practical and open up the playbook. You know, the brands that are winning at AEO aren't just stumbling into it. They have a fundamentally different approach. And it all boils down to these 3 key pillars. Having really structured content that machines can easily read, being super consistent in how you present your expertise, and building up genuine authority that AI can actually verify. So here it is, the 4 key moves. First, stop burying the lead. Answer questions directly, clearly, right up front. Second, use structured data. Think of this like putting clear labels on all your information so the AI knows exactly what it's looking at. Third, create consistent, repeatable formats for your answers. This actually trains the AI to see you as the go-to source on a topic. And finally, build real, trustworthy signals that prove you know what you're talking about.
And that brings us to what is maybe the most important mindset shift of all. If you treat AEO like just another marketing campaign or some short-term trick, I guarantee you are going to fail.
You have to start thinking of this as building infrastructure. It's a long-term asset for your brand, a foundation. It's the deep work you do to make all of your company's knowledge easy for an AI to find, to trust, and to use as a source. This is not a campaign. It's a core piece of your company. And that's the bottom line, right there. The proof is already out there. The brands that are seeing huge results are the ones that have made this fundamental commitment. They've stopped chasing clicks, and they've started building a library of trustworthy, machine-readable expertise. They are building for the long haul. So I'll leave you with this one question to mull over. In this new era of answer engines, I want you to take a really hard look at what you're creating. Are you building content that is designed to be a definitive, clear answer? Or are you just making another blue link, crossing your fingers and hoping someone clicks?
Because the future, it belongs to the answers.